I kicked it off and the self-propelled didn't move at all. Looking down here, it's on the belt. It's on, but back here, the belt has slipped off the pulley. So let's go first try put that back on. Putting these back on, it always can be a chore, especially on these rear-wheel drive kind. So, believe. Yeah. If I remember right, I have to take this off. To take off that belt guard, we've got these two bolts here. I think they're 3/8, the wrong socket. These are just screwed into plastic. Now we can flip it over and pull it out. So, if you look down in there, you can see the belt is supposed to be up here. It's fallen off the pulley, so we got to put it back on the pulley. Let's hit this with some lubricating spray.
Okay, and let me get this stuff, his blade off. I really like this extendable ratchet coming out of the freight. 7PT. Made in Taiwan. I believe it is. I think they have a similar one at Walmart. Well, probably comes out of the same factory. Okay. Take the blade off.
And we've got these other bolts here. These are 1/2 inch. Bolt just broke off. Well, it does go through to the other side, but it's not fun. All this because I needed to get this belt back on. Or can I do it without? No, I just did this for nothing. I do have more of these bolts, but I just have to get them out. I haven't snapped one of these ever. Believe it or not, I just made it in the trash can. This was going so well. Oh, I got this one out. So now the idea is to take this off a little bit so that we can then get the belt back on. I doubt this shaft. Stupid me. You need more slack. So let's give it more slack. Disconnect Personal Pace. Give it all the slack it needs down here so I can bring it forward. To then reach in and feel how to put the
I'll fiddle around with this some more. This is getting the belt on. This is always...
Don't be an idiot like me. When I loosened up the cable for the self-propelled, I was able to rotate this just enough that I could be able to clear the blade adapter. So now I'm going to be able to put the belt back on in the right spot, on the pulley, and get things back in place. Yeah. You know, if you got that, I got the belt back on. I had to push this over, then kind of use a flathead screwdriver to kind of stretch the belt a little bit, and then stretch it on here and twist it to get it on. Now I'm gonna put this on, the belt guide. But the point of not getting the impact out was that I wouldn't break any bolts. So there goes that theory. There we go. Let's put this cover back on as soon as I find the bolts. As they say, fire it up. And let's see how good it is. Self-propelled seemed fine. Adjusting where this cable is and tightening and loosening that bolt. Okay, self-propelled now works. Oh, the belt's on. However, the right wheel here turns backward, will turn back, and this left one, well, kind of locks up a little bit. So I'm gonna lubricate that, and since this had the behavior is the wheel would lock up going backwards. Yeah. Sometimes if someone's been in here and they put this backwards, like say it was put in like this way, or versus this way, you won't be able to, it won't turn right. So I'm guessing, you know, maybe that's it. I don't know. I can try it and see what happens. I just didn't know something. This axle got pushed in, so I didn't have enough room to put the snap ring. I don't have snap ring pliers, so I'm gonna do the best with just regular. Huh. These used to be metal, now they're rubber or plastic. So let's see. Well, that looks like it was it. It was just that one pinion gear was in backwards. And don't follow them. I've done that. So that's the only reason why I know. Okay, the editing on this is gonna be terrible. But I just cleaned it and power washed it, and came out a lot. The deck came out a lot better. I'm gonna have to fix that broken bolt in the deck. I mean, in the engine bolt. But this is the old top duty cover. It's a little bit faded, and I'd love to paint it, but I can't get the black part off. I've got this other one, and I already took off the Ready Start sticker. So what I'm thinking about doing, this is the old sticker, is cutting this off and then gluing it on in the center there. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. For this was I lubricated the heck out of the recoil and got it to start turning again. Then it wouldn't start, so then I rebuilt. I cleaned out the carburetor and then discovered it needed a rebuild, so I rebuilt the carburetor. Then and then it ran fine. Then after that, discovered that the belt was off, and then in my efforts to put the belt back on, I broke one of the engine bolts, but I did get the belt back on, and then it worked. The self-propelled worked. Now one of the wheels, one of the rear wheels, doesn't want to move in reverse easily. I then popped open the spindle gear and then reversed it because I think it was someone had been messing with it and put it back wrong. And I'm gonna go sharpen the blade, and I gotta go fix that engine bolt. That should be a summary.